Alright, so for those of you who've been following F1 for the past week, we know things got really dramatic after the Interlagos Grand Prix. Now Red Bull and Mercedes, as we know, are toe-to-toe in this championship season, but they're not just battling it out on track, they're doing it off track as well. On Tuesday, we saw Mercedes come up with their right to review, saying that they have new evidence proving Verstappen was at fault in the later stages of the Grand Prix where he was very aggressive on his defense, and they pulled their right to review. Now, did Mercedes really think that they could get away with Verstappen getting a penalty 2 days after the Grand Prix was over? And what the hell is right to review? Well, let's get right into it. Alright, so let's start by understanding what right to review is. Well, right to review is, like the name suggests, a right to review an incident that happened on track, but at the time the stewards either deemed it legal or illegal, which means it was good for one party and bad for another. So generally, right to review is obviously pulled by the party who was at loss during that incident, and Mercedes in this case was at loss because Verstappen really defended aggressively, and we cannot deny the fact. Now, at the time, we all saw what happened. Obviously, we couldn't see Verstappen's steering and didn't know what he was trying to do. Did he do it deliberately or not? It's not my decision. I have no say in this. But what my opinion is about the right to review, that's something I really want to talk about. Now, if we go under Article 14 in the International IFI Sporting Code, we can see that nowhere in this paragraph is it written that there is a specific timeline for a team or an official to do or pull a right to review. So Mercedes could have easily gotten the footage on Sunday after the race, on Monday, but they appealed on Tuesday. Does that make sense? Now, it's clearly stated that the stewards must meet in person or by any other means and call both the parties to this hearing so that they can come and say what they have to say for themselves, and then the stewards will make their decision, however it may be. So basically, right to review is a right for every team, if they find new evidence proving that what happened on track and what the stewards thought at the time was right was actually wrong, and the stewards can reverse their decision or penalize someone they felt like wasn't penalized at the time. Each team plays mind games, and even the drivers for that matter. Like if you go back to the Austin Grand Prix, even during the practice sessions, Hamilton and Verstappen were trying to battle it out. So these are the mind games that people try to play on each other to get into the minds and try to mess it up. F1 is a very demanding and physical sport, and losing concentration, losing your mind over these smaller things can actually affect a driver in significant ways. This wasn't something that happened on track, right? This was something that happened off track. Mercedes took 2 days to come up with this appeal of right to review. What this would have technically done for Red Bull is the officials would have been worried that, okay, something can go wrong, Verstappen can be penalized, and that would affect the championship points in a significant way, right? And so Red Bull would have to come up with their delegation and their arguments to the FIA table when they were called for the right to review. And this wasted time right before a Grand Prix, which is set to happen in Qatar for the first time. It's a new track. The drivers don't know how to tackle new challenges on this new track, and there's a lot to be done before reaching the venue. And Mercedes here is pulling this stunt off where they want Red Bull to come up to a meeting with the delegation, with their arguments, and say, okay, this is why we feel we're okay. Verstappen was just battling it out. Well. They kind of got under Red Bull's skin, especially after such a dominant performance in the Sao Paulo Grand Prix. Mercedes is just playing mind games at this point. I'm pretty sure they already knew that the decision the FIA officials took or the stewards took of denying this right to review was already coming to them. They did not expect Verstappen to be penalized. All they wanted to do is just waste a little bit of their time, give them no room to make those extra effort to catch up to them in the Qatar Grand Prix. This is the closing stages of the Grand Prix. So they're gonna do anything to get under each other's skin. I don't know if the decision made by the stewards was okay or not. I feel like it's for them to decide. And in my opinion, yes, I do feel like Verstappen was battling it out a little too hard. And I'm pretty sure these arguments came up during the FIA meeting of the right to review. Not for us to decide, just more fun, more excitement, and close battle between Mercedes and Red Bull. I hope you guys enjoyed that. Do share, like, comment, and follow. Comment down below what you guys think about this right to review decision. Do you think it's okay? Do you think it's not okay? And I will see you guys in the next one.